Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. All right, welcome back to Vibrant Arena for game 2 here. We're just about to get started. Ames Flyers, Bantam Black facing the Quad City Ice Eagles for their second match of the day. We're playing 16-minute running clocks here. We don't have the main scoreboard, so it's a little bit harder to track time of penalties and things like that. Just have a little scoreboard there at the scoring box. But we'll go ahead and get the puck drop here. We got Mitch Murphy taking the drop with Smith, Barber. Murphy takes a shot, goes over the net. We got Lunan and Battershell on the blue line here. Now Murphy's battling down low. It's getting physical. He's got 3 around him now. Quad Cities comes back the other way. Quad Cities has some speed, but there's 2 Flyers near shot right into the glove of Leander and a whistle. We got Leander in net. And face-off comes over to Lunan. He's going to send it around over to Barber, but gets past him now to the blue line. Now Battershell has it. He backhands it around, but Quad Cities intercepts that. Down here in the corner, they kind of skated up, backhand shot into the glove. Flyers will change their defensive pair. We got RJ and Cam, it looks like. Puck goes behind the net, just past RJ. RJ's going to pick it up. He cuts back. He sends it up the middle. Actually, I can't tell through the glass here who that is. Actually, no, that's Bartholomew. So we got Bartholomew, Tesdall, and Little. Shot off the blocker of Leander. Now puck's loose behind the net. RJ's there. RJ skates it up, chips it up the wall, and into offensive territory. Puck bounces over to Little. He centers it. Pass, shot off the post. That puck went to Joe, and then he sent it over to Benny, I think it was, that took that shot. Joe gets run into there. And now the puck comes down to the other end, no icing. Puck's going to come back up over towards Andrew Correct. And puck comes up out of the zone. Cam has it. Cam sends that around the wall. Flyers will get a bigger change here. We got Hayden, Warner, Andrew, Gus, and Trey out there. Trey looks to stretch it over to Hayden. Gets just past his stick. Now back the other way. Trey's going to skate this behind the net. He sends it over to Correct, who leaves it for Warner. Warner's got 1 around him, 2 around him. And now the puck comes over to Hayden. Hayden chips it up to Warner. Warner has 1-on-1. Tries to make a move, but it's taken away. Now Quad City's coming through traffic here. They got Trey back checking. Centering pass goes to Warner's stick, now behind the net. Puck's loose in the middle. Shot saved by Leander, bouncing puck. Quad Cities tries to backhand it up, and Warner's going to chip that out, but he loses his stick. And now the puck's going to come over to Gus, who just barely gets it out, tied it up in the referee's skates there. Warner, without a stick, goes to the bench. And Hayden chips it up to Murphy. Murphy tries to skate it in, falls down, but no tripping penalty there. And Lunan's going to ice that puck. So we will face off down in front of Leander at 11:40 on the running clock, first period. 0-0 is your score. Murphy takes this draw. He's got Smith and Barber to the right. Tries to get it up and out, but it bounces back down low. Oh, good check by Battershell. And puck goes behind the net over towards Boone, and he's got one coming on in. He's going to take a check to the wall there, just around the corner out of our view. Now puck comes over to Barber. Barber chips it up off the glass and out. Over to Murphy. Murphy, oh, he couldn't corral that one. He had a one-on-one. Now Barber tries to go through the middle. He gets bodied, takes it well. And now puck comes around the other way. Murphy has it. He's got Little across the ice, but he doesn't see him. And he tries to skate it. And he collides, but the refs did not see that. Probably would have been a penalty there. And now Luke's coming the other way. He's got James. Oh, he goes down trying to make a move. Good diving shot. And we're going to draw a tripping penalty on White. So we'll go on the power play here at 10:20 in the first. And it's going to be hard to see who's who. It looks like we got Trey and James on the defensive pair. Joe, Benny, and Sam Smith on the forwards. And Quad Cities brings it in. They got one to beat. A shot goes into the glove. He throws it back out to Benny. Benny had some traffic around him, but now he retreats behind the net. Sends it up the wall. And now Benny takes it again. On sides, shot deflected off a skate. And Smith across to, I think that's Cam. The shot. So, should just about do it after this puck drop for the penalty. 9:30 on the running clock. Let's see, Murphy takes that draw. He's making a move. Good stick handling. Good puck movement there. And bouncing puck off of, I could not see who that was. I think it might have been Smith. Murphy to Smith on that first goal of the game at 9:08. Yes, it looked like Smith chipped that one in from Murphy. So good stick handling by Mitchell to get through traffic. Great pass and a little chip shot by Smith. Puck comes over to RJ. Now RJ backhands it to Cam. Cam over to center ice. And puck comes back the other way. RJ's first one back. RJ tries to send it around, but doesn't quite get much on it. Now chipped to the corner. Quad City sends it back down low. Cam takes a look. He's got some room to skate. He's going to look to center it, but it hits a skate. Andrew has it. Andrew takes a look. Now up off the wall. And over to the defenseman. Centering pass. Andrew plays the body there and takes the puck away. The puck goes just past Hayden's stick. He's pressuring on it. RJ picks that one up. RJ, D to D. Now puck through the middle, just past Warner's stick. Bouncing puck's loose. Warner has it on his backhand. Shot goes through. Over towards Andrew. Andrew tries to center it. Doesn't get much on it. Puck gets covered. At 7:42, Flyers will get a change here. Scoreboard says 0-0, but I believe it's 1-0 Flyers. So we'll get Trey and Gus. Barber, Smith, and Murphy. I think that's who we got. And we're going to get a hooking penalty on the Flyers. So Flyers on their I think this was only their second penalty of the day. First game, I think they just had one. So they'll try to kill this penalty starting at 7:05. Little, Tesdall, McMahon, and Beckendorf. Puck comes out. Quad City's skating it. Shot deflected. Goes to the back corner. Gus picks it up. Gus tries to chip it out. Quad Cities intercepts. Backhand shot, not much on it. Puck comes out of the zone. Benny's pressuring. Now bouncing the puck over to James. He chips it back up ice. And Quad Cities with the soft pass through the middle. They leave behind now, taken away by Benny. He's going to chip it down low. He's going to beat him to the puck. They're going to say no icing there. And puck's now in the corner. He's got two around him. And centering pass hits the leg pad. RJ's going to shoot it. Bouncing puck deflected there. Puck gets behind RJ now. Luke is back. Shot over the shoulder, but wide. And now Quad Cities has it through the middle. They come away with it. Shot goes too high. Back in, centering pass. Now Luke takes a look. He's going to ice that one. As Joe's trying to win the race there. But that will be an icing. 5:42. Flyers up 1-0. Murphy, Battershell, Bartholomew, Jameson. Bartholomew backhands it out of the zone, worked right back around, and good defensive play there to chip that one back out by Battershell. Shot off the leg pad of Leander. Easy save there from the blue line. Oh, now Quad Cities catches a bouncing puck in the slot, but can't make much out of it. Now Barber's going to ice that puck. And we should be full strength. I didn't see them come out, but I think we're full strength. Yes, all right. We've got Beckendorf, Nail, McMahon, Correct, and Kim. Puck comes over to Beckendorf, sent around, chipped up. Hayden gets that one over to Nail. Nail tries to get it across to Correct, but he couldn't quite get that one. Good opportunity there. Beckendorf back. I think that's Trey. Gus chips that one out of the zone, comes right back in. We're going to say it didn't go out. Warner gets it chipped off his stick to the corner. Puck comes over towards Hayden. Hayden centers that one. It's taken away. Good. Now dumped back in by the Quad Cities. Shot, dangerous angle there. Hit Leander's skate right at the post. Now Correct gets around one. He gets his little slash. He's going to center it. And now puck comes back over to Warner, still pressuring that one. As Bartholomew comes on, we got Little. Little's going to come away with it, but he's got one on him now. And it gets tied up and goes behind the net. Good interception there by Joe. Drew is back. Drew sends that one around over to Luke. And bouncing puck. And we're going to get a interference call on the Flyers. So back on the PK. Moonin. Battershell. Oh, nope, they're going to change a couple of them here. get some fresh legs out. Jansen, Bartholomew, Little, Beckendorf. I think that's Cam Beckendorf. He's going to ice that and take advantage of the running clock situation. Kill maybe 30 seconds off of that clock. Dump down in low. RJ steps up to it. He backhands it up the glass over towards James. James ties it up. And Cam with a nice hit there behind the net. Puck goes up into the rafters at 1:45 on the running clock here, first period. Score is 1-0 Flyers. And we'll get some new defensemen out. I think we got, let's see, this is Trey now. Hard to keep track of the two Beckendorfs. I think that's Trey and then Luke Battershell. Puck comes high over the net and around to the near side. Good play by Joe there along the wall. And puck's gonna come up, but not an ice. As puck comes over to Joe's stick. Joe cuts through some traffic. He's still got it. Takes a low shot wide. And we have 1 minute left in the period. Quad City's trying to skate it through, but taken away. And back out of the zone. Little has it. Little chips it up. Quad City sends it across. Quad City's through traffic. Penny with it. And we're back here for some second period action. Got Little. I can't tell who's who. Murphy, Smith, Tesdall back on the blue line now. And it looks like Cam with him. Good cut back by Murphy, but puck's bouncing loose. They say it stays on sides. Puck comes over to Tesdall. He sends it over to Beckendorf. I guess they're still on the power play here. Then he cuts through. Centering pass, puck loose, and now cover. I think we're pretty close to the end of that period before they got that penalty, so should have another maybe minute or so on it. Puck comes over to Benny. He takes a shot over the net. Chip deflected. Now Murphy goes in for it. Quad City's going to chip that up out, and it's going to be an ice. No, they're going to say he touched it. So Flyers regroup behind the net. Benny can't corral that puck, but he comes away with it now. He's got three skaters around. He's bouncing, centering past just over Little's stick. And Little takes a shot, deflection, puck's loose, cleared up, not out. And they're trying to get their player out of the box, but they maybe don't have the time right now. He's coming out. And they're going to say icing on that. So nothing on our play, but we will get fresh legs here. Facing off in front of the Quad Cities goalie after that icing. So 14 minutes or so on the running clock here in the second. Flyers still up 1-0. As we got Warner set to take the draw. He's got Hayden to his right, Andrew to his left. Luke and Drew on the blue line. And Andrew with the backhand shot deflected. Hayden gets dumped in the in the middle there. Little collision now. Andrew's going to come away with it. A lot of traffic. Andrew tries off the back of the net. Can't quite get much on it. Now Warner tries for it. Goes through his skates and now back the other way. Got a little 2-on-2 rush here. Shot, glove saved by Leander. First shot Leander's seen in a little while. 13-18 on the clock. Gus and Trey, I think, are coming out. Puck comes over to Hayden. He tries to send it up to Warner. Now Warner's going to come away with that. Oh, Andrew chips it up back to Warner. Keeps bouncing around in the middle, but now Quad Cities has it down low. Not much on that. And Andrew's shot goes off the cage. Puck's loose. Hayden couldn't corral that one. Andrew chips that one down in. Warner goes after it. Hayden goes to the net. Now puck comes down around the corner here. Quad Cities tries to get it out. Gus is there. Hayden sends it back down in low. Over towards Andrew. Now back over towards Gus. And up and out of the zone here as Murphy had it, but now it's coming the other way. It's around the wall. Shot saved by Leander, but he couldn't catch it. And then it was loose in front, but he swatted it to the wall now. We've got, looks like Cam and Mitchell down in the corner. Barber there too. And can't really see who's who here on the wall. See Barber. Puck's kind of tied up right at the blue line. Stayed in the zone, now covered by Leander. He's content with a change there. So 11:15 on the running clock in the second period. Flyers still up 1-0. RJ. Easy to spot RJ with the white gloves. I can't tell who's who. Okay, we got Smith. Smith has the puck. He tries to chip it up. Comes back over to RJ. RJ up to Barber. And now puck goes over to Cam. Sent back down in low. We got, who else we got out there? Murphy, Smith, and Barber out there. Bouncing puck through the slot. Now up and out. Barber's got a one-on-one. Barber's going to cut around. He's going to take a shot. Glove saved by the goalie. James, Benny, and Joe. Drew and Luke. Puck gets just past the stick of Joe. Poked out by Quad Cities. Now up over to Benny. Tries to make a move. Can't quite get through. Luke has it. Luke cuts through. He sends it across the ice. And now it's going to come back out. Drew's going back. So is Joe. Joe goes to the wall. And now Flyers have it. Flyers are content to send it up across the ice. Good bounce for that clearing attempt. James tried to cut back. Couldn't quite get much on it. Now Joe's there. James still has it. James centers it. Puck was loose there for Joe. And Drew, a nice slap shot from the high slot, makes it 2-0. Little centering attempt. Puck bounced up, nobody was there, and Drew stepped up and fired it. So 2-0, just under the 9-minute mark here in the second. Warner taking the draw with Hayden and Andrew on his wings. Puck gets tied up at center ice here. Bouncing puck, chipped up. And Gus has that. He sends it down in low. It's going to make contact, so no ice. Andrew's pressuring. Good tie up by Warner there. But now Quad Cities brings it out. Hayden's back checking. Gus and Trey, I believe, are there. Puck's loose. Now Warner has it. Warner gets hit along the wall. Gus is in there. Someone tried to hit Gus and made the mistake. They fell down. And still in the zone. Shots keep coming, but not on net. Gus goes to the corner. Puck comes up to Hayden. He chips that one out. And tries to get it over towards Andrew. He's going to fire it down low. Andrew plays the body there, takes away the puck, centering the pass. Nobody else there to capitalize on that. Now puck comes around to RJ. He's going to play it off the wall. Puck comes over to Murphy now. Murphy tries to shoot it, but it's deflected. And Trey's going to pick that one up and send it over towards Smith. Mitchell cuts back, tries to pass it over to Barber. Now it comes the other way. That's going to hit Leander's stick. He's going to chip it up the wall over towards Smith. Smith centers it. Quad City's content to shoot it on net. Now picked up by Trey. Trey cuts back. That might be Cam, actually. Let me get a little closer, I can tell the difference. All right, Barber centering pass, bouncing puck over. Shot by RJ, deflected. Now tied up along the wall, chipped up off the glass. And that should be an icing. No icing, okay. Now the puck comes back the other way. We've got opportunity there. James with a quick shot. He had a little more time than he thought. Shot into the chest and save. Puck's coming the other way. Quad City's shot goes high over the glove and over the net. Right back out. Now Benny with some speed. Benny gets around two. He cuts through, loses an edge. Still up, still has the puck though. Puck's loose. Goalie's out of place, but Joe doesn't see it. Now he sends it back to the D. Hard shot, deflected shot. Good deflection there. Just couldn't quite get that to deflect onto the net. Clearing attempt blocked by Benny. Now kept in by Drew. And now it comes out. And offsides. So in 4:40, Flyers up 2-0. Second period. We've got Bartholomew, Little, Tesdall, Trey Beckendorf, Gus McMahon. Puck goes down below the net. Quad City's going to send that up the ice. Puck over to Benny. He's soft, chips it up to Joe. Joe cuts through traffic, fans on that, and it stays at the blue line. Now Benny tries to get around a couple. He gets through traffic, loses an edge, tries to give it to James, but can't quite get it to him. Puck gets past James. Now Benny's going in. Big hit, and you're going to say penalty on Benny for that hit. I think it was due to maybe the check being up high on the head there. A little late and a little high, that's all. Probably a good play in a year or two. Okay, so Flyers still up 2-0. 3:45, second period. Shorthanded for 2 minutes here. And we'll try to see who's got it. That looks like Murphy up to Little. Little loses his stick. Puck's there though. He grabs it. And now Quad City's cutting through traffic. Shot deflected off the leg pad now. Cleared up and out by Little. Brought back in by Quad Cities. Now puck almost comes the other way. Murphy has a chance. And now Quad Cities comes back. Quad Cities tries to make a move but loses the puck. Murphy sends it back up. Now Quad Cities regroups at center ice. About a minute off that first minute off of that penalty, so we got another minute to go. Puck comes over towards Little. He's going to chip that one up, and that'll be an ice. Not a bad play when we got a running clock here. Get a full change and burn another 20-30 seconds off. So Barber, Jansen, Smith, and Beckendorf out there. Puck goes to the corner. RJ sends it hard up and out. Do another ice. That should just about do it for the penalty. And clearing attempt comes on. Benny comes out of the box. Shot off of RJ's glove. Now Benny coming through with some steam here. He's got two flat-footed defensemen. He gets a shot, but it's deflected. So 1:20 left in the period. We will get correct Nail and Kim, Battershell and Lunin. Shot deflected by Hayden, picked up by Andrew, now chipped out by Quad Cities. 1 minute left. Quad Cities on the rush. Pressured by Battershell. Pass through the feet. Hayden has it. He takes a look. He gets it over to Warner. Warner's got one pestering him. Warner gets hit, but takes it, stays up on his feet there and deflects that. Now bouncing puck's loose. 36 seconds left. Cleared down low, not for an icing though. Now puck's loose. Hayden chips that one over. 20 seconds left. Quad City's cutting through traffic. Shot low, goes wide. Puck goes behind the net. 10 seconds left. Puck's loose in the blue paint. Now cleared out by Warner. 3 seconds left. That'll do it for the period here. So 2-0 after 2. We'll get one more period of hockey, and we'll see if we can finish this game out as well. Be back in a minute.
Yeah, oh yeah, the beast back, adrenaline pumping through my veins. Never been a rat, but I know where the keys at. You'll never get a trophy. That was Warner to RJ. What a pass. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss, and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something. My focus is A1. Every dog has its day. It's been mine since day one. This is real grinding. I'm still climbing. While you still trying, I'm still shining. It's real blinding. And I'm getting hotter too. Talking top two, I'm not a two. You let the pressure bother you when I do what I gotta do. Let's go hard.
And we're back with 12 minutes on the clock for the third period. Got some tired legs after 5 periods of hockey. But we'll try to finish strong here. Benny comes away. Benny's shot deflected up into the netting. And they're going to do 12 minutes of stop clock here, it looks like. So Flyers holding onto that 2-goal lead. We've got Gus, Trey, Joe, Benny, and James. Joe has it. Bouncing puck. Joe tries to center it. Hits Benny's skate. And Joe tries to center that again. It hits another skate. Now Benny has it. Benny's looking to cut through traffic. Getting physical down low there. Good pass to stretch the ice. And good shot. Glove save by the goalie. So Cam and RJ come on. 11:28 stop clock here in the third. Puck trickles out to the high circle. Shot by Joe. Deflected by the goalie. RJ with a low shot. Deflected up off the glass. Still in play. James with a nice poke check. Hits the ref's skate. Good body. Good physical play. And he takes a hit. Now puck comes over towards Trey. He's going to dump that one back in low. Puck comes over to Benny. He's got some room. Takes a shot. It's deflected. Centering attempt over to RJ's stick. He sends it back on net, but it's picked off. RJ chips it around the wall now. Over towards James. Now puck comes out. RJ has it. Soft chip along the wall. Up towards Smith. Smith poking at it. Can't quite get it. RJ cuts around one. It's tied up now. It's at the red line. Backhanded to the middle. We've got Barber with it. Barber's got one to beat. Good hard shot off the glove. Puck gets by Smith. Luke and Drew come on. And cross ice pass. Shot off the chest of Leander. Puck still loose at the circle. Now cleared up and out over towards Smith. Smith picks it off. He sends it on net. Barber's there to pressure. Smith goes to the wall. Puck gets behind Drew. Murphy swats at it. Puck comes through traffic. Quad Cities with the turnaround, no look. Leander was maybe just a little bit off his post there, and it got over his glove to take away the shutout. So 2-1. Flyers still with a 1-goal lead. 9:40 left here in the third. Warner wins that one over towards Trey. Now Andrew battling at the blue line, chips it down low. Warner's first one on it. Now shot from Gus over towards Andrew. Puck's loose in the middle. Backhand attempt. Puck's loose again. And now it comes out over towards Gus. Gus takes a look. He's got one coming. He's going to chip it up to Andrew through the middle. Andrew's going to skate it in. Cuts back at the blue line. Good poke by Gus. Now Quad City's cutting through traffic. And batted to the wall there by Warner. Warner backhands it. And Gus chips that up. We'll get an offsides whistle. Flyers will get a full change here at 8:49. Holding on to this 1-goal lead here. We need one more insurance goal. We got Little, Murphy, and Tesdall. Tesdall avoids a hit there, and he's got some room. Low shot, glove save. We got RJ and Cam. RJ has it. He tries to send it across, but it's picked off. Now he recovers that and saves the breakaway chance. And centering pass trickles through. Leander swats it to the middle. Bouncing puck still loose in the middle. Now chipped up by Cam. Dangerous opportunity there. Good defensive plays. Now puck's going back and forth along the wall. RJ sends it up towards Murphy. Murphy gets checked. Can't quite corral that puck, but RJ keeps it in. Low shot trickles through, hits a foot. Now Benny tries to cut it back down low. Chips it down towards Murphy. Murphy goes to battle for it. Murphy cuts back now. Low shot. Saved by the goalie, clearing attempt, bouncing over towards RJ. Benny had a shot, but he fanned on that one. Was going to be a good one there. We're going to get no icing as the refs took a look behind the play. They didn't call the icing. Battling along the wall. They're getting a little chippy here. Good takeaway, and we're going to get a cross check on one of the Beckendorfs. So the play clock went dark. So I'm going to go check our time and set a, oh, hold on. They got 0-0. We're trying to figure out the clock situation. So we'll go on mute and let them figure that out. We'll be right back. All right, we had about 7:05 on our clock. They put 7:15, so we're going to keep playing. 2-1 on the penalty kill now. They're going to say no ice. So we'll roll the clock here. And good attempt there. Quad City's playing physical now, trying to make something happen here. Good check there by Murphy. Luke chips that up, doesn't get much on it though. Now it hits the skate, now he backhands it over to Little. Little's going to ice that one. And unfortunately no running clock, so that icing isn't as helpful this time. But we will take the line change. 6:29 here, as I think Cam is in the box here for another minute and 15. Quad Cities came through traffic there, but chipped away by RJ and then sent out by RJ. Great defensive work there. Benny's first on it, no icing. Beat it to the red line. Now clearing attempt up towards Gus. We've got Gus and RJ now. Benny's back. RJ reaches for it. Benny takes a look. Then he chips it up towards Smith. Now Gus goes after it. RJ's going to send it down, and they're going to have to clear. That's going to be a offsides whistle. 5:52 here in the third period. Still on the penalty kill for another, I'm going to say 8 seconds. No, 15. We started at 15, 7:15. So we've got another about 35 seconds here. RJ sends that one down. They're going to say no ice. Off by Benny. He chips it down in. Benny has it. He's got some ice here. Benny, good shot. Blocker saved by the goalie. And Flyers need to get back. They forgot they're not on the power play here. Puck chip to the corner. And Benny cuts back. He's still got possession now. Chips it up to Murphy. Puck comes over towards Cam. Cam's going to backhand that down in. And now puck's bouncing through sticks. RJ backhands it. Quad City still has it. Now Little sends it through and out. Now bouncing puck through middle. A lot of sticks hitting the ice here, but no penalties being called. RJ backhands that one. Can't quite get it out. High shot goes wide. And they're going to call a penalty on White. Didn't see that one, but Flyers will go on the power play here. Up by 1 at 4:26 in the third. So Murphy, Little, Smith, Tesdall, and Beckendorf, I believe. Now Quad Cities takes it over to the corner. Then he takes that one away. He's going to backhand it over towards Murphy. Murphy with a shot. Save at 4:12. Puck goes behind the net. Now bouncing over towards Little. Little passes it across. Murphy. All right, microphone died. We're back though. We got some more power on this new one. And Flyers at 2:41 still on the power play. Another icing. Still holding on to a 1-goal lead here, 2-1. As Gus, Cam, Drew, Jace, and Benny are out there. Shot goes off the side of the net. Puck comes over to Gus. Nobody's challenging Gus. Now Gus tries to cut through, but can't quite corral it now. Quad City's going to ice that puck. They lost their breakaway chance there, but Flyers have 2:18 left in the game. Need an insurance goal right here. RJ and Luke on the blue line. Puck gets around one Flyer, now comes the other way. Luke's last one back. Shot goes off the post and wide. Can't see it down in the corner now. RJ has it. RJ sends it up and out, hits a skate. Hayden chips it up. He gets tripped. Gets right back up. Now over towards Luke. We got a minute 50. Quad City's not pressuring at all. Luke sends it over towards Hayden. Centering pass goes through. Now Andrew's going to ice that one. Minute 33 left. Flyers will bring on their forward line here. They're looking to skate this one out and burn another 93 seconds. So Murphy, Little, Tesdall, Battershell, and Beckendorf. Quad City's shot way wide. Puck goes over towards Benny, tries to chip it. Another shot, glove saved by Leander. Minute 26. Quad Cities has it. They chip shot it over, hits Leander's chest, and now over to Luke. Luke tries to clear it. Quad Cities sends it down and low. Now into the corner. James is there. Leander, the leg save. Puck's loose. Bounces over towards Luke. He's going to try to ice it. Does clear the zone, but right back in. And they're going to say offsides. 1:03 left in the game. Quad Cities has an empty net now. James backs up to cover their extra skater. Yep, I just saw that. So Flyers with 1 minute left here, looking to try to hit a 200-footer. Luke up off the glass, hits a skate, and Benny is back on it. Puck comes over towards Luke. Luke takes the shot, goes wide. They're going to say no ice. They're going to say it got tipped, so 37 seconds left here. And James battling for it. Over towards Benny. Quad Cities still has it, though. Now shot blocked by Quad Cities. And can't see where the puck is. Now we get a shot. We're going to say offsides before that shot went into the empty net. So face off at the blue line, 19 seconds. They're going to keep it an empty net. Flyers just need a quick face-off win and a goal right here. Cam's going to shoot it. It's deflected. Bouncing puck. James sends it down into the zone. It hits a stick, no ice. That should just about do it with 5 seconds left here. And Benny backhands it, and that'll be the game. Flyers come away with a 2-1 victory. 2-0 on the day. Great job. We'll see you back in Ames.